With all the talk in the community about how this lineup should be figured out, certain players coming into camp with certain injuries, and roster holes that this lineup might have, there's a player that some of you guys may have never even heard of that could be a huge contributing factor to what the Yankees do in 2025. What's going on, guys? The King of Honor 61st June. I'm back with another video, and the Yankees made a very underrated signing back in December when they picked up Brennen Davis from the Cubs after he was DFA'd. Brennen Davis, who used to be the number 16 prospect in Major League Baseball, was the number 1 prospect in the Cubs system, now has aged out of prospect eligibility. But back when he was still a prospect, the last prospect rating he was a part of, he was still in the top 5. This is a kid, massive amounts of talent, a guy who was drafted in the 2nd round of the draft, worked his way all the way up to AAA, and has been consistent throughout. And now he is 25, and he's never touched a Major League Baseball field. And the only reason for that is injury. This man has been roughed up over the past few years to the point where he kind of ran his course in Chicago. But now you're probably asking, how? How is he going to be a major contributing factor for this team when he's never been at the major league level at all? And I'll tell you this, Brennen Davis can stay healthy throughout spring training and has a spring training where he can show some of his skill. This is a guy who walks at an above average clip, can get you an on-base percentage of over 400. K's at about an average rate for Major League Baseball. Yes, he does swing and miss a bit in the zone, and I could definitely see how that's possible with the way his swing looks. His swing does dip a little bit. I haven't been able to look at his strikeouts yet, but I'm assuming with the way he swings, he gets a lot of strikeouts at the top of the zone. But this is also a kid with a massively smooth swing from the right side, and he's able to crush any off-speed pitch that comes within the middle to down territory with ease. This is a guy with 60 grade power, and he used to be pretty fast player. Yes, he's had some injuries to his legs. He's not going to be as fast, which means maybe the fielding won't be as advertised early on in his career. Thing is, the Yankees may not even need him to be in the field. As we found out the other day, Giancarlo Stanton is dealing with tennis elbow in not one, but both of his elbows to start this season. So he may not even be on the opening day roster. If you look at the makeup of what Brennen Davis can do, he would be great DH for this team. He's able to get on base. He's very selective with his pitches that he swings at. He has a smooth swing, who has a ton of pop. His batting average might be a little lower, but again, if he's playing DH, you don't really expect a DH to have the highest batting average. But Brennen Davis looks like the type of talent to where he could really become, if Giancarlo Stanton's elbows are really that bad and he may miss an extended period of time, Brennen Davis may become the X factor for this Yankees regular season. And the best part about this for the Yankees is this is a very low risk deal. He's coming off of being DFA'd. He's making little to no money, which means there's little risk that is involved. He's coming to spring training in 2025. If he performs in spring training, I would want him on this roster more than Oswald Peraza if Oswald Peraza does not take that third base job. To me, the Oswald Peraza experience has run its course if this doesn't work. He has to take this job from Oswaldo Cabrera and DJ LeMahieu. If he struggles during this spring, I send him back down to the minors, take him off the 40-man, and I give his 40-man spot to Brennen Davis if Brennen Davis performs. Because Brennen Davis has the bat that can make an immediate impact at the major league level. And even if you needed to, he's played all 3 outfield spots. Yes, like I said earlier, his speed has decreased, but it's not terrible. To the point where if Jason Dominguez starts to struggle out in left, he can't defend for shit. Brennen Davis can play left. You need to give Judge a day off, Brennen Davis can play right. If you needed to give Goldschmidt a day off and you threw Bellinger at first, bang, you got Brennen Davis in center. He's played all 3 positions, and he's played them at a pretty high level in the minor league. I'm not trying to say that Brennen Davis is going to immediately come in and he's going to be one of the best hitters in Major League Baseball. What I am saying is, considering the options that the Yankees have, because Brian Cashman decided he was going to spread the wealth a little bit, but he was going to take a hit on the depth. So right now, in terms of depth, 2 of the 3 guys that are not going to be playing third. So that's either DJ LeMahieu, Oswald Peraza, or Oswaldo Cabrera. You got Trent Grisham, and then you got Alex Jackson as a backup catcher with Ben Rice on the bench. That doesn't look like a lot of depth, especially if there's guys like Oswald Peraza, who, again, I'm not trying to shit on Oswald Peraza, but for him, there's a lot of jack of all trades, master of none. For Brennen Davis, he has all the skills above average. For Oswald Peraza, he's got all the skills at below or just about average. That's the difference here. Brennen Davis has all the talent that Oswald Peraza at the plate should have been. And not with the power, obviously, because the frames are a lot different. Brennen Davis at about 6'3" to 6'4". Oswald Peraza is a little bit shorter. He wasn't going to have the power that Brennen Davis had. But everywhere else, it seems like Brennen Davis beats Oswald Peraza out. To me, Brennen Davis deserves a shot to see what he has, to see what he's made of. This is a guy who's the number 16 prospect in Major League Baseball, and we're never going to see what he's made of. He's also performed at every level in the minor league, giving you an 800 OPS every single spot. It's about time we see what Brennen Davis can give to a major league ball club, because this is a talent that should not be wasted. Anyways, guys, what do you guys think? Do you think Brennen Davis has a shot to be on the major league roster? Hell, do you even know who Brennen Davis is? Let me know down below whether you do or you don't. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Let me know who you think should be replacing Giancarlo Stanton at DH if in fact he is going to miss opening day. But until next time, I'm out of here. Take care and peace.